The Bible says man was made in God's image. It also says God is the same yesterday, today, and forever, meaning God is changeless. But if that's the case, then why does change occur? Why must we change? Could it be that change is just a trick of the devil? Join us and see if our craving for change is really the root cause of our unhappiness. This is Who Am I?
Who am I?
Who am I?
Who? Our purpose is to awaken.
Who am I?
To awaken to absolute truth.
Am I?
Who am I? Who?
Our purpose is to awaken to absolute truth.
Absolute.
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 Absolute truth.
Our purpose is to awaken. Are they one and the same? Absolute truth. That's our purpose.
Who am I?
Now, if you'll notice in the tease, I was talking about God, all right? And, everybody can talk about God, all right? Even Bill Maher, guy on Real Time on HBO, he's an atheist, but he's made a lot of money talking about God, okay? And, of course, we know preachers love to talk about God and your grandmama and everybody. But, as Gloria was mentioning to us, one day she was taking a ride with an Uber or Lyft driver or something like that, and he was talking about God. And, and she asked him the question, have you ever, thought about what is God? Okay. And so we are looking at, something called the changeless as opposed to changeful. Okay. And what we've been seeing is that there's, as humans, even in that tease, we saw that, we seemingly are so consumed by change. Okay. I mean, we have said before that change involves time. And what can you know that is not involved in time? Even if I say, what is this? What is this, y'all? It's not a trick question. Okay, all right. Brilliant. All y'all brilliant. Okay, you get A's, okay? Yeah, but how do you know this is a hand? You have been taught that this is a hand. In other words, your memory. You had to go in your past to know that this is a hand. For you to perceive something, all perception is time-based, okay? And whatever you see, hear, think, touch, whatever, it's in the past. And this is what Sharon was pointing out in our last session, about here and now. The mind, human mind, can't be here and now, so therefore it goes to the past and it projects onto what it sees as the present, but it's really the past. And then that changes, okay? Because there's another moment, and then there's another moment, and then there's another moment, all right? Time, time keeps on slipping into the future. Who's saying that? That was somebody, Yeah, I know y'all, Alzheimer's is really bad, ain't it? But, in other words, who is it? Omar Khayyam. I'm going to show y'all I know all this stuff. Ooh, hey, dude. Omar Khayyam wrote, the moving finger writes and having writ moves on. Okay, in other words, there's changes always occurring. Okay, Gloria.
Wow. It's like thinking about the here now, that implies no change, the changeless.
Right.
To be here now. And I was thinking about a caterpillar and the butterfly.
Okay.
It's like you look at or I'll take it here. I look at a caterpillar and I'm not seeing that caterpillar as beautiful or anything. I'm seeing it as that's going to become a beautiful butterfly.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm really looking at that caterpillar from here now, of course there wouldn't be a caterpillar, but we'll pretend there is, then I could see that caterpillar as however I see it. Not from it's going to be a butterfly.
Uh-huh.
So that implies change.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at it, but that's how we look at things. I look at things from a place of it's going to change.
Mm-hmm.
It was this and now it's this. It's this and it'll become something else.
Uh-huh.
So that change keeps us from being here now.
Yeah, suppose that caterpillar turned into a horse. Okay? See, you have something called expectations. Because you were taught that a caterpillar will eventually go into metamorphosis and then transform into a butterfly. And you expect, that through time that the change will occur and then, it will be a butterfly, all right? And you have expectations, and that's about the future, okay? And the future is about something that will happen, but it's not now happening. There's a change, in other words, okay? So your expectation is based on change also, okay? Because it's, again, time-based. It is about future occurrences or past occurrences. All involve change. Yeah, Leonard.
Yeah, so if we get back to I, and we ask ourselves, what do we know about ourselves? We would just say, I am aware or I exist. So that would put me at this moment, in a sense, in the here and now. Because there's no thought after that of a thing. So what keeps us in this time realm is a thought of the past or the future. Because right now, we're thinking of something in the past or the future. We're not now. But if I say I am, where else am I? I'm not in the past, I'm not in the future, I'm in the here and now. And so the mind is like, well, this person must be totally a vegetable or just doesn't know how to exist. But in reality, it's the other way around. We're thinking doing is existing and being is non-existing.
All right.
When the eternal is existence and reality and truth, and we say we are that's speaking honestly and more truthfully than anything that we can say.
Yes.
But why is it so difficult to stay? I mean, I know it's difficult to block the mind down and say, let's be quiet for a minute and let me just be in my awareness. Mm-hmm. But what would you do with that?
Yeah, see, anything you put after I am is a lie.
Right.
If I say I am a black man, that's a lie. I am a psychologist, that's a lie. Okay? I am Jones' brother, that's a lie. Okay? Whatever.
Even if you say I am love,
that's a lie. Because you don't know what love is. You're going to think of Smokey Robinson.
Yeah.
Okay? And we know that ain't, what Smokey did not tell us the truth. Okay? Anyway, because Smokey Robinson turns into Jerry Springer. Okay? But anyway, you can say that, but, people, again, like we were saying, to the word God and to John, like John was saying, the word devil, there's so much connected to the word love. Okay? And we really don't know, because even when we say God is love, what does that mean? Okay? So the point, though, is, yes, this I that is aware, there is awareness. Who is aware? I am aware. Okay? Of what? Me. Okay? I am that I am. Now, if I have an object out there that's separate from me, that I am aware of Leonard and Gloria, okay? I, the subject, am aware of what? Not me, objects, okay? God could never say that. God could say, I am aware of my only begotten Son. Then that God is limited, and that Son is limited. God has now castrated himself, okay? And he can't do that. Okay, but we do worship a God who we say is limited. All right, and we have said we rob God of his infinitesimal, whatever that word is, infinitesimal, the noun form. Infinitude, that's the word. See, she's smart. Okay, Infinitude, that was the word I was looking for, okay? So we rob God of his, her, it, whatever pronoun you want to use. Infinitude, okay? Because why? We want to exist as humans.
But we really rob ourselves.
Yeah.
The capital S.
Yes, because I am God.
Yeah.
But not Alan. Okay? Joan can tell you that Alan ain't God. Joan's known me all her life. Okay? So the point, though, is no human, not even Jesus. Okay? Now, Christ is. Okay? A Buddha, those are just words to say that which is the infinite. Okay? Or reflection of the infinite. Okay? But, that's where human thinking really just breaks down, okay? But we want to know, and notice what I said, want to know. Again, notice I'm caught up in this human thinking. I think I don't know, okay? Because all humans, as you were saying earlier in another show, that, to not know, all humans don't know. But that's the wisest thing a human can say. Now, you go to Harvard and tell them that they don't know, okay? They'll laugh you out right out of Harvard, okay? When I was defending my dissertation, if I had gotten up there and said, I don't know, I would have to, I know we're getting that PhD, okay? But the point, though, is that's just part of the game, like the Atlanta Falcons finally won a game yesterday, all right? Barely. Okay.
Do you think they could have heard if you'd gotten up there and you'd said, I don't know? Now I want to let you know. I want to enter a discussion about who is this I?
No.
Could they have heard that?
No, I don't think. No one. A bunch of PhDs. They have to know. Okay. And that's the game called academia. And and actually all they know is what they've been taught. Okay. And it's just a game. Again, like the Atlanta Falcons. I guess they can play a game. But, no, you play, in the world, you play the game. In the world, you play a game called female, and you go to women's bathroom. If you went to a man's bathroom, you might find some interesting things happening, okay? But, you do the appropriate things, in other words, okay? But, but you are... This is what we're trying to do. We're trying to bring some degree of recognition to this seemingly solid way that the mind operates. I mean, it seems like it's so real. Just like when Carol's dream, she was getting a glimpse of how the mind tricks her. Okay? She was getting a glimpse of it. Now, it wasn't it. She didn't see God. Okay, but she was peering into the human mind and seeing that it is a trickster. Yeah.
So if I could live my life from the self I am, then anything I did would just be what there is to do.
Yeah, but you won't be doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
The doing, it would be the doing but not doing.
Yes. Yeah.
And so in this form, as a female form, that true identity, that self would not have me go into a male bathroom.
Probably not. But it may. I don't know. I don't know what the infant, how it thinks. Okay.
That's what you're trying to put on project something.
It's
that
like
he would.
if would a truly enlightened being rob a bank?
Yeah.
Probably not. Okay. I mean, what need would it have to rob a bank? Because then it would be coming from lack, and then it have to steal from, and it would be trying to make lack, real. But it's just kind of like some Zen masters. Okay, when they're trying to teach their pupils, their disciples something. Sometimes they will do outrageous things, okay, to break their seamless, solidified way of thinking, okay? So you don't know, let's say if you were around a master, a Jesus or a Buddha or whoever, okay, Ramana or whoever, you wouldn't know how they think because you're caught in normal human thinking, all right, and what's appropriate for normal human thinking. And they know what normal human thinking is and what's appropriate. But they also realize how that's the trap. And they are trying to break that rigid hold that the human mind has on you, your belief system.
Well,
Okay.
and that's what you're doing with this show.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, actually, when like last time we only had 3 people to show up and we counsel, okay? And today we only got 6. But, I was, even before I came here today, I said, I don't care if we only had 1 or 2, that, we were going to go today because this is for me, okay? I don't know how many people watch this show, maybe 100, maybe, 2, okay? This is an exercise for us to at least crack open that egg, okay? It's kind of like when a chick is trying to break the egg when it's, trying to hatch, and it's, pecking at the egg. The egg is the human mind, this belief system. All that I was taught by Robert and Ruth Carter, all that I was taught at Morehouse or whatever, okay, or about by the religion I grew up in, the Methodist Church, and then became a Baptist, okay? Not that that was wrong or bad, okay, but I have to see the limits of it. How does it confine me? And I could still, if I wanted to go to church, I could still go to church if I wanted to. They got good music there some places, okay? Good food sometimes too, okay? Good relationships sometimes, camaraderie and so forth, There's nothing wrong with that, okay? But I have to remember that my primary purpose is the same as Jesus or Buddha, and that's to find God. Now, what's God? Truth, absolute truth, okay? And not a God that I was taught. So, the show is to kind of like, wake up, okay, Alan Carter. And I don't know if y'all will or won't. That's up to you, okay? That's up to you out there. I am trying to wake up like Carol was doing in her lucid dream, trying to realize there is a dream going on, or seemingly going on here, okay? That's what Sharon's trying to do at her church, okay? And she's doing it primarily for herself. And if other people get it, that's wonderful. Actually, there ain't no other people, but we won't go there now.
It's like being without the question. For me, without that question, it was like I felt stuck in trying to be a good human.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to improve my personal identity.
Mm-hmm.
I need to do this and this and this so I can be more acceptable as a human.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I knew.
Mm-hmm.
But asking the question of, am I this? Am I limited to this body and to this thought? It's like it opens up a whole new arena
Mm-hmm.
to explore and, like freedom.
Yes.
Wow.
Self-discovery.
Yeah. What do you say there?
Self-discovery.
Yes, it's discovering what is the real self. It was Lao Tzu who said, a true teacher is out to destroy you. Now, obviously, that don't mean that they would take an AK-47, and it's the mind.
Mm-hmm.
The mind that, that tells you to identify as a human. This mind that says this is the real world. That I am separate from the 6 of you, or that there's space, that you out there in TV land are separate from me, okay? That there is distance and time between us, okay? That is what needs to be destroyed. That's all Jesus was doing. That's the only sin. If he came to abolish sin, he had to abolish it in his own mind first, okay? And that sin was that he thought that there was something called a God, and that last thing he supposedly said on the cross, my Father, why hast thou forsaken me? He had to come to the realization that the God he had was not God, because infinity can't forsake you. It was his thought. He was coming to the end of his thoughts, Okay, and that's what all you're gonna do it anyway. I mean, you cannot not do it. It's just a matter of supposed time that the change will occur. Like what Carol was saying earlier when she was quoting the course, about how this impossible thought of separation seemingly occurred. The impossible thought that you separated or left heaven, or that was a fall from grace, or however you want to express it. Linda, you had your hand up a couple minutes ago.
Yeah, that was a couple of lifetimes ago. Feels like that, but I don't know. There was some other quote I was thinking about that was in the Course in Miracles, and I'm paraphrasing it, but it said something about that. It always talks about the ego, but it said that the ego's job is to create fantasies to keep God from entering. And, the word ego means edging God out or easing God out, because as long as we're caught up in the unreality of this dream world, then there's no room or space for God to enter. Or in, some people's sense, there's no room or space for love to enter. But love is everywhere when you know that that's all God is, or it could be the infinite or the changeless or the now. So there's really nothing ever, anything else, except the mind, like you said, is that trickster. It creates all these different fantasies so that we can get distracted from what is real.
Yeah. Yeah.
It does a masterful job of that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, look at all of this. Turn on CNN, okay? But you don't even have to turn on CNN, okay? I don't watch Fox News, okay? But anyway, the point, though, is if I see another, okay, that's a lie. If I see anything is separate from me, that's a lie. I don't care, if I see, Hitler as separate from me, I see a lie. Huh? Man, you have to go push me that far? Okay, yeah, even Trump, okay? Or I could say if I see Gandhi, or Martin Luther King, or even Jesus, all these positive figures, okay? And I see them as separate from me. They are just projections of me, okay? Like in Carol's dream, when you go to sleep at night, if I'm going to sleep tonight and I'm dreaming about Beyonce, yeah, where is Beyonce? She's a thought within me. But when I'm dreaming, that Alan, who is with Beyonce, doesn't think that Beyonce is a thought. I think Beyonce is a real, attractive, sexy woman, okay, in the dream. But the reality is she's not. She has no substance to her, okay? She's just a thought, all right? But you're smiling. But the point, though, this is what we are here. This is why we're here to recognize that this is the dream. Yeah, Carol.
Well, I guess there's really no Alan either.
Well, this is where it gets a little tricky. Not Alan in the sense of this body who came out of Ruth Carter and, yeah. See, Alan is just a thought that the ego created, okay, in time and space, okay? It's just a thought, the impossible thought that when you quoted the Course, okay? And Trump, Jesus, or whatever, okay, are all thoughts, okay, to create this drama called the human condition, okay? And it seems to be playing out. Gloria.
So you said Alan is just the thought that the ego created, right?
Yeah.
So where did the ego out? Where is the ego in? Like if you used your puppet illustration, it's like that puppet is the thought that the ego has.
Yes. So the question is,
so where did the puppet come from?
It's a thought within the ego. But where did the ego come from? That's like when Carol quoted the Course. How did the impossible occur?
It didn't.
It didn't. Okay? I never have been with Beyonce. Okay? That's the truth, though, y'all. I never have been. Jay-Z don't have to worry. Okay? In other words, it's just a thought. Okay? And that thought, okay, of separation could never occur.
So anything below that line, that imaginary line isn't, because there really isn't even a line. It's an imaginary
This is
separation.
This
It's a
is
thought. It's a thought of separation, which isn't.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is all that there is. Okay? All is
It is.
I, or awareness. This isn't.
So
Okay.
there's never been an Alan. There's never been a Carol. Ever.
Well, not like you think. Not like you think. You think Carol is a female from Atlanta, Georgia, who is, 29 years old?
Yes.
Yes, and counting 29 several times.
Just changed.
Yeah, just changed to 29, right? But whatever, okay? My nose got long and longer, right? But whatever, okay? Like we think years, we think that years are important. There ain't no such thing as years, okay? That's what, 365 every time around this sun, okay? Well, what is a year in Andromeda? The next, galaxy over, okay? So it's just made up. Then you're asking, who made it up? Well, this thought of separation, okay? But where can a thought of separation from God come from? That's why when we say source, we think that there's a source and that which the source produces, or it's cause and effect. There ain't no cause and effect. There is just source. Okay,
The thought of separation all came from past,
yes, which is time.
which is time, and which isn't.
Right.
Here now, there is no thought of separation.
And no
Sorry.
time, although we just ran out of time, okay?
Ladies
So anyway, keep asking, keep being like that chick pecking at the egg, okay? So you can at least begin to let some sunlight in. I'm getting like a little poetic stuff here, something. But some sunlight in so that you can begin to see a little better. Thank you for being willing to ask questions.
Living Truth 365 is proud to support Dr. Alan Carter and the Who Am I television show. Please visit our website at livingtruth365.org to find out more about our services, classes, and community support. We invite you to visit with us and share our journey in truth.